You see the headlines every day, right? A drone strike here, a border clash there, ships being attacked in the Red Sea. It's really easy to look at all this and think they're just separate, isolated incidents. But what if they're not? What if they're all connected, part of one single crisis that's pushing the entire region right to the edge? Well, today, we're going to connect those dots.
I mean, just think about this for a second. What if one single domino could topple, and in doing so pull in at least 7 different countries, send the entire global economy into a tailspin, and completely rewrite world politics for the next decade? This isn't some movie plot. It's the razor's edge the Middle East is on right now.
You see, underneath all the noise in the news, there's a kind of hidden chain reaction happening. So in this explainer, we're going to follow that chain. We'll start with the flashpoints you're seeing on TV and trace them all the way back to the real heart of the conflict, so you can see exactly how all these pieces are linked.
All right, so let's start with the 2 places where things are hottest right now, where the risk of a bigger war feels most real. We're talking about the crucial shipping lanes of the Red Sea and that heavily armed border between Israel and Lebanon. Think of these as the symptoms of a much, much bigger problem.
Take a look at this number, 12%. That's how much of all global trade, everything from your phone to the gas in your car, passes through the Red Sea. It is one of the world's most critical economic arteries, and right now it's basically under siege.
So when Yemen's Houthi rebels attack commercial ships there, it's not just some regional spat. No, this hits your wallet directly. We're talking about global inflation, delays for all kinds of products, and of course, higher prices at the pump. And it's no surprise that it's triggered a huge military response from the US and its allies, all trying to keep that waterway open.
Now, let's jump over to that second flashpoint. By now, the world knows Hamas pretty well, but the fight brewing on Israel's northern border, that's with Hezbollah. And the difference in scale here is just staggering. Seriously, we're not talking about thousands of rockets. We're talking about an arsenal of over 150,000 rockets, and many of them are precision-guided missiles. Hezbollah isn't just a militia. It's a highly trained, battle-tested regional force, which makes a full-blown war with them a completely different and way more dangerous ballgame.
So, the big question is, why are both of these spots heating up at the exact same time? Well, to get that, we have to zoom out. We have to look past the immediate symptoms and get to the root cause, a long-simmering, region-wide Cold War that's all about powerful alliances and very old rivalries.
And at the center of all this is a term you've probably heard, the axis of resistance. Now, this isn't some formal army. Think of it as a powerful network of militias, all backed by Iran. You got Hezbollah in Lebanon, the Houthis in Yemen, and other groups in Iraq and Syria. It's basically Iran's way of projecting power, creating a kind of strategic ring of fire around its biggest rivals.
And this is where you can really see the whole chessboard. On one side, you have this alliance between the US, Israel, and Saudi Arabia. Their main goals? Keep the region stable, contain Iran, and make sure the oil keeps flowing. But on the other side, you have Iran and its axis of resistance. Their goals are the complete opposite. Kick the US out of the region, challenge Israel, and expand their own power. Pretty much every single fight we're seeing today is a move in this massive, high-stakes game.
And believe me, it's not just a regional game. The world's superpowers are all playing too. For Russia, a little chaos is actually good because it drives up oil prices, which helps their economy. China, well, they need stability for trade, but they also wouldn't mind seeing US influence shrink a bit. And then there's the United States, which is kind of trapped, right? It has to protect its allies in global trade, but it desperately wants to avoid getting sucked into another huge war in the Middle East.
Okay, so with all these different players and all these tensions, where is this all headed? Well, experts pretty much see 3 ways this could go, ranging from the best-case scenario to, well, the absolute worst.
Okay, path number 1 is de-escalation. Diplomacy wins, everyone takes a step back from the brink. Sounds great, right? Unfortunately, most people think the chances of that are pretty low. The most likely path is number 2, a long-term, simmering conflict. It's a state of no war, but no peace either, that could just drag on for years. But path number 3, that's the one everyone is terrified of. A direct war between Israel and Hezbollah acts as the spark that ignites a massive, multi-front regional war, pulling in Iran and, yes, the United States. And the risk of that happening? It's dangerously high.
At the end of the day, what this all tells us is that this crisis isn't something that just popped up overnight. It's the result of decades of unresolved conflicts, meddling by foreign powers, and deep-seated local rivalries all boiling over at the exact same moment. It feels like all the pressure that's been building for years has finally, maybe, reached its breaking point.
And that leaves us with one last pretty sobering thought. We started this by asking what happens if that single domino falls. But when you look at the Red Sea, the Lebanese border, and everything else going on, maybe the real question isn't if a domino will fall anymore. The real question is, which one is going to be the first to go?